right, Mark, cue the music, please.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. The truth. The truth. The truth.
All right, we are live with this week's episode 323 of Your Overseas Connection, the official podcast of the G4TE.com community. That is your gateway to a mature gaming community. And on the show this week, we have myself, Gamertag Murphy's Law, OC_Murphy's Law on Twitter. We have Mr. Mark Wright in-house.
Hello, Greg. Hello, everyone. Another
Hello,
week,
Mark.
another podcast.
Another week, another podcast, indeed.
Yeah.
Everything okay on your end of the world?
Yeah, we had a quite nice day today. Nice and sunny for a change, because we've had lots of rain and cold and wind. To say it's June, it's been crap, but yeah, it's been nice today. So fingers crossed it might be the start of summer for us.
Okay, all right.
And I don't want any comments on how nice it is in California. I'm fed up with them.
I would never do such a thing. In fact, in Southern California, like in the Santa Barbara, Los Angeles area, there's this thing called June gloom. No, you'll be happy to hear this. They actually get socked
Chris
in
Matthew
with
came, didn't it? And it was did nothing but rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
June gloom. It's a thing in the Southern California. It's not nice there right now. Also in the podcast today, we have Miss Nicole Radowski.
Hello, how's everybody? OC_Amaryllis on Twitter and Amaryllis on PlayStation and Xbox.
Nice to have you here, Nicole.
Thanks. And my weather's better than his.
My weather is better than yours. So there.
He's not paying attention. It's all good.
No, he has completely tuned you out.
I
also,
don't think we've got a live feed on the. Well, it says live on the Twitch, but I've got the "we are currently offline" picture, unless I've done something wrong.
Probably done something wrong.
It's messed it up already.
Pretty typical for the UK, Mark. Pretty typical for the UK.
Yeah.
Also in the cave this week, maybe we can buy you a candle next week.
I know, right?
Kim
the
Woods.
Sun disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got darker and darker over the last 2 minutes.
Well, it's been trying to rain, and I think now it's decided, hey, we're going to do this now that I need a podcast, and I need to be bright and shiny. So,
well,
what are you going to do?
We'll just see your teeth and a couple eyes, and that's going to be it.
Can we buy her a lamp?
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm going to have to turn mine on here in a minute as soon as I can, get a chance,
Well,
I have an extra.
do what you need to do, Kim, because we would rather see you smiling as opposed to...
Yeah, right? Okay, let's see if I can do this without knocking it over.
There we go.
There we go.
Kim Woods on the show.
Hey. And
All
there's
right.
my nephew.
And there's your
knocking on my
nephew.
door. Yeah.
Knocking on your door. That's perfect timing.
Oh, right.
Auntie Kim.
Auntie Kim. All right. We are a video game podcast. We love talking about video games. It's kind of why we all get together. But typically we talk about everything but video games, I think, is the consensus. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple new Twitch followers. Fraser Moo. Who the hell names themselves Fraser Moo? He is following us now on Twitch. It's about time, by the way. Cody Giroux also following us on Twitch, so thanks for the follow. And if you are listening to this recorded on iTunes or Stitcher or anywhere else you can find it recorded, you can always tune in live every Friday, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. Eastern, and some kind of late-ass time in the UK. Is it 11 now? I think we're 11 p.m.?
Yeah, 11 p.m.
11
It
p.m.
has
in the
changed.
UK.
No.
I will always say the same thing.
Just deduct 5.
Just deduct 5. Exactly. It's common law.
No, it's Murphy's Law.
Yeah. Well played. So catch us on Twitch. You can tune in live, participate every once in a while. We'll give away some game codes, that kind of thing. We try and keep it lively and fun. And we like to include our chat members, or as we like to commonly refer to it, as the Shat. And in fact, Nicole, do we have anybody in the Shat?
We have us in the chat.
We have us in the Shat. Well, that doesn't count.
Step J's, eh? Step J's been there from the start, yeah.
All right. Well, Step J, thank you for making the show. And I know we'll have others tuning in as we go through, so We'll give some shout outs. But let's get into some gaming. Let's talk about what we've been playing. Kim, being the newbie to the team, let's talk about what you've been playing.
Well, it's pretty much hasn't changed much. I've been playing a little Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I'm getting closer to beating Corypheus. So hey, into the game, yay! Although
Great.
then I'm gonna
Just spoiled
you know.
it for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good to have you on the show, Kim. Good to have you on the show.
I'll leave now. You know.
Yeah.
Come on, like you didn't know you're gonna have to beat that guy. Anyway, I've been
I
playing
don't
a little
even know who
Witcher
he
3.
is yet. I haven't left the hinterlands.
I know
Well,
me
see, what
either.
are you worried about? Yeah.
Spoiler: the bad guy's called Corypheus.
There we go. Oh, heck.
All right.
I've been playing
Wait
a
till
little
you
Witcher
see the
3.
dinosaurs and dragons and aliens and
Aliens.
No, really.
Aliens. And I haven't-
Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah.
Godzilla's easy to miss. Proven fact.
And I've been playing a little Battlefield Hardline. I finally started the story mode, and it's actually fairly decent. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
that's it for me.
Yeah, my impressions of Battlefield Hardline from the EA early access. I remember I mean I wasn't disappointed by what I saw. But I did kind of find it funny, the whole flash your badge and you know, the universal flash your badge, because that's going to stop everybody.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And then just the amount of handcuffs you apparently carry on your belt,
Right?
infinite. Yes.
More
You can
handcuffs
handcuff
than I
as
have.
many people as you want, Nicole. You should play this game. You might like it.
That was just bad timing for me to look up, apparently.
I think it's perfect timing.
My face has started red, dude.
We'll let you compose yourself. Kim, anything else you wanted to talk about? You want to spoil The Witcher 3 for me? Just,
No,
you know.
I'm still in what is that, White Orchard? So I can't
Okay.
spoil anything. so.
I'm past you then. I feel good.
All right.
I've noticed you like blowing yourself up.
Yes, I do actually. I was trying to look all cool, and boom, I blew up. But I got it right the second time, so you know,
Yeah.
Yourself up.
you know.
Were you setting was the barrels on fire?
Yes, I was setting the barrels on fire after I killed the drowners, and
Right.
it got me.
Move away.
Yeah.
I thought I was far enough. Apparently
No.
not.
Move
You-
away. Step
Well,
away from the
I-
barrel.
Posted it on Facebook so everybody can go watch and laugh and point. You know,
Yes. And
Robbie
well
already
done.
has. Thank you.
All right, Mark, what have you been
Yes.
playing, my friend?
It's an old game, but a new part of the old game. I've been playing Destiny again. I've not played it for quite a while now. And then they've released a House of Wolves expansion, middle of May. So I've been playing that a lot. I'm getting all the new gear and stuff. Played through the story mode,
All right.
and it's really good. I like it.
I've actually heard some pretty positive things about House of Wolves
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah, I think there's slightly bit more content there than Dark Below. There's no raid, but there is one coming.
Is that a problem though? I mean, I
No.
guess yeah.
No, not for me. Because they've added another component to it, which is like a horde mode.
Okay.
So it's like a cross between horde and firefight from Halo.
But isn't the game kind of like that though? The entire game of Destiny is kind of horde mode. I mean, it's not. You know, you're not surviving to wave after wave to reach a certain level of wave. But I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much the enemies are waves of enemies, and you have to survive until you survive through the waves for the most part. At least on the
Yeah,
story
sort
side.
of. Yeah, but you've got more like open area. This is in like an enclosed arena,
Okay.
and each arena you have 5 rounds, and each round is in a different part of the area. So you've got different obstacles and what's the word? Surroundings.
Okay. Now, is this like in
Avoid-
story mode though, or is it like an actual like arena you go to fight?
It's not part of the story mode as such. You have to complete the story mode to unlock this Prison of Elders.
Okay.
And then when you're in the reef, in the new social area, you see off to the right-hand side of the reef planet symbol, you see the Prison of Elders option, and you can click on that, and then that's when you go into that. But you get some really good loot drops in there.
Okay.
Once a week, you have to have a treasure key to unlock the big treasure chest. When you've completed all 5 rounds, the last round's a boss fight as well, by the way.
Okay.
And on the hard levels, apparently, it's really tough. I've only done it on the lowest level. But you have to collect these treasure keys through the main story part of the game. And then when you beat the boss, there's 3 chests, 2 chests of normal chests, and then there's a massive, huge, sort of like Pharaoh's type chest. And hey, look, she's laughing. Look, it's on about large chests.
I was laughing too. There's 2 standard chests and then a massive chest.
The first
Which
time
one
you
will you go for?
Not all chests are created equal.
No. The first time you open this chest once a week per character, you guaranteed an exotic drop. So I've got some really good exotic weapons this week. I've got Galahorn, which is the best rocket launcher. What are you laughing at? Stop it, you two.
She's lost it.
Whose
You-
idea was it?
No,
to kick him?
You asked for this, Mark. You
I know,
asked for
yeah,
this.
you brought this on, buddy.
So I've got Galahorn, Dragon's Breath, and the 4 Horsemen shotgun.
yeah. I get dragon breath in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
I
mouth
make
muscle
things for
sort
that
that.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it, even if you lot are taking the piss. I really like it. The story mode's quite good as well.
I think it's
a
safe
lot
to
to
say
it.
at this point, Destiny has, even though it got a lot of criticism, it has proven out to be a quality game.
Yeah, there's a lot of value there, a lot of value for money, playability.
Yeah, so I guess the big question, do you think they go Destiny 2, or do they just keep releasing expansions?
Well, apparently there is a really big expansion coming next, but it's not part of a season pass. It's going to be paid for me because I got the collector's edition, so it came with a season pass.
Right.
But the next one, they've released. Someone leaked the title of it, and I can't remember what it is. Something about a king.
Yeah, the Lost King or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
But it's got a code name of. We've probably ruined a quiz there for Greg, but it's got a code name of Comet, and apparently it's supposed to be quite a huge expansion.
Okay.
But they're also supposed to be giving us a raid as well. What's part of the second lot of DLC, the House of Wolves. So anyone who's bought that will automatically get that when it's released.
Okay.
So.
All right.
I ran the Vault of Glass raid the other night with Shiny and Ducky and Bella and everyone. It's the first time I've done that raid for a long time. And the first time we did that, it was a really tough raid. But this time I'm level 32, and it's most of the enemies in there are 28. So it was a breeze this time. It was so good going back to that. So, yeah, good to revisit it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about it, really.
All right.
I'm waiting for. I've got 2 weeks off work soon, and I'm gonna get stuck into Witcher 3. Then I don't want to start it till I'm off work because I won't give it the time it deserves, really. So.
All right. I'm just noticing somebody saying the stream is not what it should be.
That was
Yes.
me ages ago, wasn't it?
No.
No,
We
Robin
don't give
just
crap.
let us know that the stream is doo-doo.
Yeah, I think what the problem
Parsnip
with
says it's
stream
fine
is,
for him.
Okay.
yeah, I think what it is if you've logged in before the show starts and then we go live, that's what I was doing. Because it's got settings for sort of like adult viewing,
Right.
you have to refresh it and then you have to click on a button to accept you want to watch it because it's got adult content. So I
Gotcha.
think that's why it did it for me.
Yep.
So
Well,
yeah,
We
anyone who
do have
can't
massive chests on
stream-
this show. And
Anyone who can't see the stream, you need to reload it, and it should work.
there you go. Reload it. It should work.
Reload the massive chest.
Oh,
Speaking of
goodness.
reloading, have y'all seen that stupid commercial with the little blue pill
No.
to make those
by all
little mini
means.
Cooper things bigger? It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I have.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen
I
this.
don't think it's a Mini Cooper. I think it's a Fiat. My bad, but it's a car.
Oh,
It's some little European car. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Fiat 500, yeah.
It's flipping adorable commercial.
Okay.
Poor old guy loses his Viagra. Sad.
I know. Bad timing on his part.
Right?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can't speak to this. Losing Viagra,
Parsnip
though,
can't-
clearly would be a bad thing. Clearly a bad thing. All right, Nicole, save us. Yeah, you're the one that's going to save us. Fuck, what am I thinking?
I started this crap.
I know. Let's talk about what you've been playing, though. See, it's an exciting
Minecraft.
list.
I know. Woo! Minecraft with the kiddos. I know. Well, we have this world that we've been building, and
Okay.
Mark's been on it. He has a little house on there somewhere, and a nice little bridge to a mushroom island. So
A mushroom island?
mushroom, yes, because they're
The fungus that you should never put on food.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I disagree.
I know mushrooms are awesome.
And Kim is off the show, and Nicole is off the show. Mark, how do you feel about mushrooms?
Well, I don't know about mushrooms, but Gary says hi, girls, and Mark. So I think he's. No, I
Is that
actually,
Gary Amaras or is that Gary DeFelice?
No, your best mate. Your
All
best
right.
buddy.
Gary, this is just for Dan.
Yeah, no, you're in the minority there, Greg. I like mushrooms.
Fuck you guys. God damn it. You
Especially
know,
fried.
let's pick something off the ground that grows from shit, and I will eat that. Oh, that's a great idea. No, mushrooms are bad, and so is cilantro.
That's right. I will agree with that one.
My wife
Whatever.
just chiming in, by the way.
But us-
She's
yeah,
also
that's
in the
welcome.
mushroom bandwagon. I'm surrounded by mushroom lovers.
I love your wife. Not lover, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Witcher 3. And, I'm going nowhere fast in that game. Going nowhere in that game.
It is common.
I'm frustrated with it. Because
Really?
I finally decided to just blow shit up.
So what has you frustrated? I'm kind of curious.
Well, it's like you have to be level 15 to attack this quest, and level 12 for this quest, and I'm still freaking level 5.
So there may be some help for you on the way because I know there's a patch coming in. I think it just released out on the PS4. It's coming for the Xbox One. Certain users have been having experience points not carrying over. So you complete quests, you're not getting any experience points for it.
That's
So-
pretty much boiling down.
Yeah, and so that may be part of the issue. But the other part of the issue that you, and they don't really say anything about this, so you don't really know, but if, let's say you're level 4 and you see a level 7 quest, you can actually go try and do that quest, and you probably will succeed. It's when
Oh, I
they're
did.
abundantly higher than you and they're red, that's when you need to really stay away from them. But if they're green or blue, I forgot what the color is that they show up on your quest log, usually you can try and go tackle those. It may be difficult, but you probably can beat them at some point.
No,
So-
what I've been doing is I'll run up, go kill somebody, go back, hide in the woods, put my sword away, music fades, save. Go back, go get the next guy. I got rid of a whole bandit camp that way. It was awesome.
So I've not really played much of Witcher 3. How is it easy to level up? Because I've heard it's not that easy to level.
No, you level
No,
slowly.
not.
You don't
Ah.
you don't get XP for killing things, do you?
Not just random things. It's more
Right.
quest-based. You'll get some experience for killing certain creatures. If they're extremely below your level, you really won't get any experience for it.
Yeah, like drowners and stuff like that. Me and a bear have a thing. I'm constant. The bears are higher than I am,
Right.
and it's like every time I turn around, there's a freaking bear going
Oh.
"Rrr," all over. I'm like, God damn it! So,
What does it do?
they stand up like Kodiaks. And
Yep. Yeah, my favorite was I actually was taking on a bear and got it down to about a quarter of health left, and it was a back and forth fight. Like I was not necessarily winning this fight, but I was like at that point where I'm like, oh, I might beat this bear now. Fucking second bear comes in behind me. Bam!
He had a buddy.
Totally. Had a buddy. Didn't see it coming. Yeah. And the next thing I know, I'm dead.
Yeah, bear
So,
slap. That's
I
worse
got bear
than
Getting
slap.
banged by a bear.
I think I may have done the best thing, waiting till a few
Yeah.
weeks after it's released.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
for
a
all the
bad
patches.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for the first big patch that hit consoles was really needed. The choppiness and the videos and stuff has all pretty much gone away.
And they had a save
Smoother.
bug problem, didn't they, on the Xbox
Right,
One?
right. There was a
Yeah, on
save
the
bug
Xbox,
problem.
I never had a problem on the PlayStation. Never.
Yeah, I only encountered it once, and I lost about 20 minutes of time. But some people lost hours, so
Oh, I'd been
that would be
pissed.
frustrating.
Yeah. But we're just, I don't know. I love the game though. It's a lot of fun.
Other
And,
than the lack of Geraltas. But anyway.
Yes, but there's a campaign for that on Twitter.
Yep.
There is
Oh, I agree, I
because
know.
if you got some special package, if I can say
Got
that
some
without
special
giggling.
package
Yeah.
and massive chests.
No, there was some deal where you got downloadable calendars of the girls that were on, and this is like not
Mark,
this,
why didn't we
not
get this deal?
it was. I don't think it was for Witcher 3. I think it was like for 1
Oh.
or 2, and you came with a calendar, and you got a calendar with all the hot girls in it. So a Twitter user, Jill Valentine, decided that she wanted to, rather than boycotting Witcher 3, said, "Hey, instead, please, give us more Geralt butt." And so, just compensate the women gamers as much as you do the men is basically all she's asking. I don't have a problem with that. So,
Nope, me neither.
nope. I sent Kim messages. I'm like, guess what? You can campaign for Geralt's ass.
I got
Solidarity.
nothing to say to this. I'm guessing at some point you're going to get some of that. I could be wrong. I have not actually come to any of the intimacy scenes other than I know there is potentially some unicornness that happens later on in the game. I will stop at that. Outside of the lack
Now I'm
of
scared.
Geralt's ass, difficulties aside, are you going to stick with it?
Oh yeah, because I'm a stubborn ass.
And that's why we love her.
I know.
I agree on the stubborn part. I cannot agree on the second part.
Can I just add as well? It didn't take long for him to start taking piss out of my hair, so I'm turning my camera off.
Oh, Mark, they look just like you.
Oh dear!
All
You
right.
got screwed either way. I'm dying of heat stroke
It's
here.
that goddamn parsnip nose. It's
Yeah.
say no more.
All right. Well, I guess that leaves me. So obviously, The Witcher 3. I've been playing quite a bit of that. I won't get into that. The golf club had a round of that this past week. Pitch and putt, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So the one game I want to talk about, which is it was the only real free Xbox One offering this month because Pool Nation was a repeat of 2 months past already. So I mean, otherwise,
the
I
Xbox.
think they're maybe planning something for E3. That's all I can think of because the fact that they offered this up for the third month in a row was just kind of like, really? Just even pick a different game. I don't care. I don't care if it's a repeat or not. Just not Pool Nation again. But Massive Chalice. So
That's not what it says in the notes.
of course not. Of course, one of you yahoos put in Massive Phallus. But I gotta say, this game really, really surprised me. I didn't really know what to
I
expect.
thought you'd like it. It's got an XCOM vibe to it,
Oh,
hasn't it?
definitely, yeah. So
Yeah.
I did not know it had an XCOM vibe. I really went into Massive Chalice pretty much blind. So to lay out the premise, it is XCOM-like in that you have a squad of 5 characters. You send them in to battles. They have upgradable stats. They have upgradable equipment. It's permadeath, so as they die off, you have to replace them with other squad members or use other squad members. And it's similar to what you did in XCOM. You're constantly trying to kind of beef up your squad. But the real unique twist on this game is that it takes place over 300 years. And so you've got this long timeline that you basically are able to kind of control and speed up, so it goes by very quickly. But you have this realm that you're trying to basically fend off from the evil, which is the Cadence. And so it's this surrounding enemy that's slowly trying to encroach on your land. And I want to say there's like 9 little regions, and you can establish keeps, castles, and it's almost kind of like if you're familiar with Krull, the old movie, the old sci-fi movie Krull, that was kind of like a combination sci-fi and fantasy world. That's what this feels like because your characters all have kind of science fiction like weapons, but there is definitely a fantasy kind of Game of Thrones vibe to it, if you will. So your heroes are all part of like a royal bloodline, if you will, and they're the only ones that can actually go and sit in and become king or queen of a castle. And when you establish a new castle, you have to put a monarch or a king or a queen into the castle, and you give them a mate. And everybody has different characteristics. So they'll have some good characteristics, some bad characteristics. So maybe, they're a quick learner, but they're also kind of sickly. And they get sick a lot. So you combine them with a mate, and they have levels of fertility. And basically what you're doing is when you put people in to be king and queen, really what you're putting them in there to do is to produce offspring that will then become your recruits for your forces to fight back the Cadence. And so as you play, one thing that happened with me is I had a king and a queen that really were starting to get old, so they weren't reproducing anymore. I had one king and queen that was a 10-year-old who was married to a 30-year-old. I hadn't really thought it through. They weren't producing anything. And so for a good 20-year span, I wasn't producing any offspring. I had a couple people die on me, and I was running out of resources. I was running out of people. And so it's a real interesting twist that you have to, this secondary part of the game is managing your the childbirth, if you will. And you can research going out and trying to adopt a boy or a girl into the royal family, or searching for heroes amongst the land. But it all costs research points. It all takes time. And the time frames aren't just like a year or two. It's like 6 and 9 and 10 years. And so you have to kind of wait it out. But I would recommend this game to anybody, especially if you're a fan of XCOM-like strategy games. It is a huge windfall for me. I was completely blown away by how much I've enjoyed this game. So, thumbs up.
So it's basically a game about reproducing.
Reproducing and killing. I mean, what more could you want?
What's not to like?
Just saying. There's aliens. I mean, it even goes so far as like you can research different armors and upgrades. So it's got all of the right things. The only thing I would say it's probably lacking is really a real good deep story. The story's fairly. I mean, the story's there, I guess, but you don't really pay that much attention to it. Maybe similar to XCOM, I guess. I don't know. But anyway.
I saw a quick stream. When you're on the Xbox One dashboard,
right,
and you're in the store, and then to the right of the game, it gives you a couple of Twitch feeds, what people playing it right there and then. So I had a quick gander on one of them, and this guy was going up to these looked like walking trees, hitting them, but then they were shooting back at him. Right. He wasn't shooting. Do you not have weapons? And
so you do have weapons. So depending on there's. Again, it steals a lot from XCOM. You have different classes of characters of your heroes. So there are 2 different types of like close quarter combat characters. Now, the close quarter combat for these guys is actually like they have like these batons that they come up and they will kind of hammer. So that's probably what you were seeing the one character do. There are hunter characters that use, bows and arrows, or they really look more like giant crossbows, to be perfectly honest. And then there's alchemists, and alchemists actually have like flasks of explosive cocktails, if you will, Molotov cocktails that they can throw. And so, again, you're putting your team together with, you want to find that right mix for what you're fighting against. And the enemy variations are all kind of crazy. I mean, there's you kind of like your grunt characters, and then there's the I want to say they look like giant cactuses, but they're shielded, and they can actually shield themselves and grow like a hardened shield around them. Then there's these like floating witch characters that can actually steal some of your character's experience. So there's just a nice little variety to it, and yeah, I would definitely recommend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. Might as well. It's free.
You might as well. Yeah. It's free if you have Xbox Live. That is for certain. All right. Let us move on. Let us move on to the news quiz.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, here we go. So we're changing things up. Richard Webster, who potentially may want to try and join the show and gush about Fallout 4, but I don't have access to any of my Skype feed or my phone feed, so you guys have to be my eyes and ears for that. Just saying. Anyway, so the news quiz. How we're doing it now. Every time you get a question right, you earn a point. Each question is worth 1 point.
Not 5.
Not 5, not 10,000, just 1 point. So if you get a question right, you get 1 point. 1 point in your bank. On the next question, you can choose to gamble that point or not gamble the point. Okay? So you won't risk losing your point. You'll still have to answer the question, but you can put up your point to earn a second point, or you just don't gamble it and you keep your 1 point in your bank, so it's not a loss, but potentially somebody else could gamble their point and beat you out. Does that make sense? So there's a risk reward.
Yeah.
So every question has a category associated to it now. There are 3 categories. There are announcement questions. They will revolve around dates and titles that are announced. There are features and leaks. These questions will have, they're going to be all about specific modes or leaked but not confirmed game modes or games that have not been announced yet. And then there's numbers questions. So anything to do with financial numbers or anything numbers related. Okay? So I will tell you what your upcoming question is, what category it falls into, and then you can choose whether or not you bet a point or not. Make sense? Yes,
Yep.
Greg, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Kim,
Sure. Yes.
are you ready?
I reckon.
So this is what I like. I reckon. I reckon. And I'll even put your question up in
Oh boy.
Skype
chat.
window here so everybody can see it. So first question out of the box. Here we go. Kim, it's an announcement question. Bethesda announced who will be hosting their E3 podcast, their E3 press event. Who is it? Is it going to be A, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, B, Penn and Teller, or C,
Oh God, I hope it's them.
Jeff Keighley?
That'd be awesome if it's empty.
I'm going to say A.
Well, Kim, you are right. Yes.
Yay!
Yes, Bethesda announced that they will, for the first time in quite some time, be bringing back Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb to reunite them and have them as their co-hosts for their big E3 showcase event on June 14th. So there you go. Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb.
Whoever. Do you have to be
What?
US to? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe you don't know them.
Wow.
So there was a TV show, G4TE, G4TV. G4TE. See that I make that slip up all the time, by the way. So
I've heard of G4 TV.
yeah, so
Yeah,
G4
never
TV
used to
had a
watch it,
TV show called X-Play.
Yep.
And X-Play was a dedicated television show to video games. It was a half-hour show. They would do video game reviews. It was all quite well done. Good comic effects every once in a while. But unfortunately, G4 TV did not fare so well in the ratings, and eventually they ended up getting, I think, sold to Esquire TV or something like that. So, needless to say, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb lost their jobs, but they were fantastic hosts, and so I would definitely recommend checking them out for just their past work. In fact, Adam Sessler is a fantastic game analyst, if you ask me. He has a very good just kind of base foundation of kind of approaching stuff. He comes across very genuine and not somebody that's easily, well, I mean, he does get easily swoon. You know, he'll get excited about stuff, but, you know, he's fairly level-headed when it comes to things. So anyway, so there you go. Well done, Kim.
Thank you.
So you now have a point in the bank.
Yay.
So now, as you come to your next question, you'll have the opportunity to either gamble that away or keep it and just answer the question.
Okay.
This is all making sense now. I can see it. The
Yeah.
eyes are sparkling. Mark, yes. Mark, your question is an announcement question, Mark.
All right.
So for your question...
Fallout 4.
No. Here we go. For your question, here it goes into the Skype chat. 2K Games announced XCOM 2 to many people's delight, but some were caught off guard by what key point in this announcement? Is it A,
I know
PC
this.
only, B, console only, no PC version, or C, it has last-gen support for PS3 and Xbox 360?
Sad to say, it is a PC only. I'm sure it'll eventually come to console. It's going to have to do. But that's tied into one of my predictions.
All
Yeah,
right.
so I'd say PC only.
Well, Mark, you are absolutely correct. Yes, to my dismay, I heard this news. I was kind of
I heard
gutted.
you crying all the way over the pond.
Yeah, I did cry a lot. Yeah, XCOM Enemy Unknown successor XCOM 2 is being released as PC only. You know, it's interesting to note that they talked about why they went PC only. They're going to be giving it a lot of mod support. They're going to basically have a lot more flexibility to the game itself. So that was kind of their reasoning for coming PC or PC only. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Because it also has Mac support, so you know, they are having, was it Pharrell Interactive is going to actually push it out to the Mac, so it's not just PC, it's PC and Mac, I guess, is really the technical platforms for the game. So there you go. Maybe it'll come to console someday.
I'm sure it will.
Cross my fingers, because I really enjoyed playing it on console. I have it on my PC.
I must admit, it is nice on the PC because it is geared up for a mouse and keyboard, isn't it? Really.
I
That
hate
strategy
playing
type.
it with a mouse and keyboard. I hate playing with mouse and
All right.
keyboard. I'm not a mouse and keyboard person.
I'm not normally,
hear
but
ya.
that type of game is. I've got XCOM on the Mac because it was on the Steam sale recently, and
Right.
I love the game so much. I bought it on the Mac. I've hardly played it on the Mac, but yeah, I think it plays really well with the mouse and the keyboard. So,
It
Cool.
doesn't play horribly. It's just I'm not accustomed to mouse and keyboard. I guess
Yeah.
maybe that's the better. I'm become such a gamepad gamer.
yeah, but I know that because in contrast to that, Diablo 3, I've got that on the Mac,
Right.
and then obviously we got it on the consoles later, and on the Mac you've got to click your mouse on the enemies and they'll go automatically fight them. But I prefer playing with a controller on that game because you've got so much flexibility with a controller. So yeah, it swings and roundabouts, doesn't it?
Flexibility and swinging around. Absolutely. All right, Nicole. Pressure's on. Both Mark and Kim coming out swinging. 1 point apiece.
If I flash my boobs, can we just give me the point?
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding. I swear to God, I'm
Maybe.
just kidding. I am just kidding.
You're not called Dan Tilson, are you?
No, I actually have real ones.
All right, Nicole, your question, also an announcements question. There's
Oh.
quite a few announcement questions this go round. So here we go. Here is your question. With the move to game streaming services seemingly becoming more and more relevant to the future of the game industry, I should say, who announced their intent to get into this space this past week? Is it A, Netflix, B, Gamefly, or C, Toys R Us?
Let's go with Weeby Toys.
Weeby Toys is in Toys R Us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nicole, I am sorry to say you are wrong. It is Gamefly.
Okay. They're already in the...
Gamefly are going to be streaming video games. That's the new service. They revealed this past week that they've acquired streaming service Playcast, whose technology will power Gamefly streaming. The new streaming program offers bundled games at a fixed price, starting at $7 per month. And there are 6 bundles currently available, each containing 7 games focused on certain theme, if you will. I believe they launched this out, though, in Canada. I don't have that in my notes, but I want to say that it's starting in Canada and rolling out elsewhere. But yeah, they also plan to offer up a more expensive gamer pack of 16 games for $10 per month. They are all PC games. It also probably should be noted, the PC versions of games. And then the other the other part of this, that's the big part of it, is you have to actually access this through, I believe it's the Amazon Fire service. So you have to have an Amazon Fire device to
boy.
do this. So yeah, there's that little part of the equation. Maybe they'll expand this out beyond that, but at least for now, it has a couple little wrinkles that I think are going to keep this from becoming huge.
I know a couple of little wrinkles. One of them's name's Richard. For giving us this quiz.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
technically, he only gave us the quiz format. The questions
It's actually
all
not a
still
bad
my
format.
Yeah.
But
Until we start losing his gambles.
Yes. All right. So that means we're rolling back around to Kim. Kim, you have an announcement question coming. You have 1 point in the bank. Do you gamble it or do you hold it back?
I'm going to keep it for now.
Keeping the point. So this won't get you any points, but here you go. Your question. This is all very smooth. Look at this. Slick. All right, Kim. Bethesda announced Fallout 4 this week. What platform or platforms were not confirmed? Is
I
it
bet you wish
A,
you gamble now.
PC,
Little bit.
B, PS4 and Xbox One, or C, Wii U?
Wii U.
That is indeed not a platform that has been confirmed. Congratulations. You got nothing because you didn't gamble a point.
Story of my life.
Ah,
It hasn't
yes.
been announced on PC though, neither, has it?
It has actually. In the,
Oh,
in
has
the,
it? All
the
right, okay.
teaser trailer, PC, PS4, and Xbox One are the only platforms that we know of. A lot of rumors around backwards compatibility, not backwards compatibility, but last gen support being there, but nothing official at all. And quite honestly, from everything we've seen so far, I think that rumor may just have been a rumor, and this is only going to be a next gen title. But
I think the 360 and the PS3 are going to slowly be faded out this year. I think now.
I think
Yeah, I
maybe
agree.
more than slowly. I think that it's gonna come kind of faster
Still
than
left
people
out to die.
expected. Yeah.
No food and water for you.
No food and water for you. Mark.
Yes.
All right. Kim sitting at 1 point. Nicole at 0 points. You have 1 point in the bank. Are you going to gamble the point this question, or are you going to keep it in
Depends
reserve?
on the category. If it's Nintendo, then no.
The category is announcements.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, go on
I'll try
then.
to take the lead. Yeah, I'll gamble. I'll try
Gambling
to
the
take lead.
point.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Here we go. Gambling that 1
Worst
point.
case scenario, I'll be tying with Nicole.
Here we go, Mark. Another racing game has been announced this past week for consoles. What game was announced by 505 Games to be coming to PS4 and Xbox One in 2016? Is it A, IR Racing, B, Dirt Online, or C, Assetto Corsa?
That one is Assetto Corsa. It's coming to consoles.
Mark, right. Well done. Yes, indeed, it is Assetto Corsa. It's coming to the PS4 and the Xbox One in 2016. No specific time frame other than the year. So,
And I'd like to just thank Taffman for that, because in the track banter chat we've got going, he posted that a few days ago and everyone was talking about it. So, right time, right place.
Right time, right place. All right. Well, Mark, congratulations. You have jumped to the lead. You're now 2 points. Kim at 1, Nicole at 0. And we move forward. All right, Nicole, you have an announcement question coming. You don't have any points to gamble with, so hopefully you can get on the board here.
it's okay.
Here's your
I'm
question.
Good. I baked cookies. Woohoo! Chocolate chip.
Nicole, which of these companies announced this week they will be speaking at the AMD-hosted PC gaming press event at E3? Was it A, NVIDIA, B, Valve, or C, Microsoft that announced they will be attending and presenting at AMD's PC gaming event this past week?
Why don't you tell me who it isn't, and then I'll tell you who it is.
Are you going to gamble your 0 points?
Yeah, I'm going to gamble my 0 points. I'm going to go with A, because I don't really know. I don't even know who A was.
Is it A, NVIDIA, B,
Yeah,
Valve?
just go with them.
We'll go with NVIDIA.
Are they even still around?
The PC gaming community on a whole has just imploded. Nicole
I know. I like
Radowski.
really screwing with
Yes.
Really,
PC
two
people
types of
and
video
Nintendo
cards.
people, don't I?
Yes. All right, Nicole. Well, unfortunately, no, you did get that wrong. It is not NVIDIA. I'm pretty sure NVIDIA would probably die rather than show up at an AMD-hosted event.
They bought out Radeon, didn't they? They own the Radeon brand now.
Yes.
It used to be ATI Radeon, didn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, I used to live right near their offices. I used to drive by there every day looking at that and going, they make video cards. So cool. And then NVIDIA was just down the block. Anyway, aside from that, the most important part about this is that it is actually Microsoft has said that they will be showing up at the PC Gaming Press event, and they will be speaking specifically with regards to things that they're doing for PC gamers around Windows 10 and DirectX 12. And Phil Spencer has gone on record saying, I'm not there to try and get and convince PC gamers to buy an Xbox One. He's there just to deal with PC gaming. So
I think there's going to be a lot of Windows 10 and Xbox cross compatibility coming up in E3. I think there's going to be quite a few surprises and pretty good ones. I hope.
It's going to be interesting. That is for sure.
Yeah,
that is for sure. All right, we are coming up to question number 3 for you, Kim. By the way, we have 12 questions today in total, so get ready. All right, Kim, your question.
Yes.
It's an announcement question. You are 1 point behind. You have 1 in the bank. What do you want to do?
I'll gamble it.
All right, we are gambling it. I like the way you think. Here we go. Kim, your question. What free-to-play game got a release date of June 23rd for the PS4 this past week for North America? Is it A, PlanetSide 2, B, Neverwinter, or C, World of Tanks?
I'm going to go with B. Neverwinter.
Kim Woods, I am sorry to say you have lost your point. Yes, it is in fact PlanetSide 2 will be launching out for the PS4 on June 23rd in North America. Oh, well, there we go.
Well,
Gamble and risk.
yeah. I didn't actually know that, but I would have guessed PlanetSide because I had the beta on the PS4.
Yeah,
Right,
I wondered
right.
that, but it was a toss-up between it and Neverwinter, so... oh well.
Tricky
Well,
question,
Kim, that
that.
brings you back down to 0. All is not lost. Mark, you're sitting at 2 points. Do you
Yeah.
risk 1 point? You can only risk 1 point at a time. You can't double up and risk more than that, just so you know. Do you risk a point right now, or do you keep your 2 in the bank?
Now I think I'll play safe and keep my 2 in the bank.
Playing it safe.
Yeah.
All right, Mark Wright, your question. I think you should have gambled. Sony has officially unveiled Uncharted Remastered set to come out this holiday. What is the official title of the set of games, Mark? Is it A, Uncharted the Master Thief Collection, B, Uncharted the Nathan Drake Saga, or C, Uncharted the Nathan Drake Collection?
Well, that would be C, the Nathan Drake Collection.
Mark Wright, yes, it is indeed C, the Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection.
I'm on
Mark,
fire this week.
yeah, you are on fire. Yeah, but you didn't gamble. You
No.
stayed safe, so you sit at 2 points, which opens the door a little bit here. Just not really, but yeah. now that I do the math in my head and on screen, I realize, man, probably not.
Maybe not.
All right, Nicole. Let's get you on the board here. Here is your question. It's a numbers question, Nicole. I know you were happy
God
for this.
Bless.
You can do it!
Nicole, here is your question.
43 million.
Sony announced this past week that PS4 lifetime sales in Japan have eclipsed what number? Is it A, 1.5 million, B, 2.5 million, or C, 3.5 million?
That's a tough
Yes.
question. I know global sales he announced.
No, that's isn't it yes. Is that not the answer?
No.
I'm gonna go with false. No.
1, 2, or 3. In Japan,
In Japan.
it's gonna be wrong, but
Maybe not.
I'm gonna go with 3.
Or maybe so, Nicole. Yes, unfortunately, you are wrong. No, 1.5. It just passed 1.5 million units. In fact,
Cheap bastards.
1,500,886 to be precise. PS4 units have finally been sold out in Japan through February this last year. Yeah, there's that. It's a milestone, I guess, of some sorts. But it's kind of interesting because it started off pretty strong and then it slowed considerably. So Japan, I just think, is moving away from consoles, just across the board. All right, well,
It's that goddamn Konami. I blame Konami.
it's that goddamn Konami. They're the root of all evil. They really are. All right, Kim, we're circling back to you.
Alrighty.
You're sitting
Like sharks.
You're sitting at 0 again. But it's time to redeem yourself, Kim.
I'll try.
That's what I like to hear. You get a numbers question, Kim. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Kim. Here you go. Steam has changed its refund policy this week. How much time can you play a game and still be eligible for a refund?
Oh, shoot.
Is it A, 2 hours, B, 3 hours, or C, 4 hours?
I think it's A, 2 hours.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Kim Woods, you are back on the board and finishing out with 1 point. Well done. Yes, it is in fact 2 hours. Steam has, for the first time, actually started to allow refunds. Basically, you can have played a game for up to 2 hours and have played it within the last, I think, the first 2 weeks of launch, and you will be eligible for a refund. So, well done,
Thank you.
and kind of a win for some gamers out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, being able to get a refund on digital content, always a win, no matter what form.
I've heard it's a bit of a nightmare on Sony platforms.
I think it's a kind of a nightmare on almost all the platforms up until now.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Yes.
Your question. Are you ready? Do you like that?
Yeah, but do I need to get? Do I gamble or do I just? How many questions are left?
Mark, there are only one question left for everybody. So you can gamble and go out strong, 1 point, or you could risk potentially tying Kim by gambling that point and losing. That's the question. So what do you do, Mark? Do you be a ninny? Do you just play it safe and I'll just keep my 2 points?
What's the category?
Features and leaks.
Oh my god. It's going to be a Fallout 4 thing, this, isn't it? And I haven't been bothered about this. No, I'll stay safe. I'll stick. I won't gamble.
Chicken.
Oh, all right, Mark. Well, you cement your win. Congratulations on that. But for shits and giggles, let's tackle that question, Mark. Here we go. Last week, there were rumors that Microsoft was bringing back Silent Hills as an Xbox exclusive.
that.
What did Phil Spencer have to say regarding Silent Hills and its coming to Xbox exclusive via Twitter? Was it A, we do not comment on rumors or speculation, B, sorry, this isn't true, or C, we have announcements planned for E3 for many IPs, stay tuned?
Something about them saying they've got many IPs planned for E3 to stay tuned. That rings a bell, does that? So I don't 100% know, but I'm gonna take a stab at C.
All right, Mark. It is a good thing you did not risk those points because no, and in fact, it is B. He actually confirms
All
that,
right.
sorry, this is not true.
All right, yeah, because normally they don't confirm or deny, do they?
Yeah, it actually came on the heels of Xbox PR saying we do not comment on rumors or speculation, but apparently Phil Spencer wanted to just clear the air and make sure there was nobody thought otherwise. So he said, sorry, this isn't true on Twitter in response to somebody asking about it. But I would like to point out, I believe at some point he also said that there was not going to be a Gears of War remake. And I believe also they said the same thing about Master Chief Collection at one point. So
Yeah.
I will just hold my breath on this one a little bit longer. All right, Nicole.
Yep.
We know you can't win at this point, but this is for honor, Nicole. This is for honor. This is for pride.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. All right, Nicole. Here you go. It is an announcement question, Nicole.
Yay!
Nicole, Black Tusk Studio is no longer, and instead the studio head Rod Ferguson announced this past week the studio will take on a new name that reflects more who they are as a team. What is the new name, Nicole? Is it A, the Coalition, B, the Annex, or C, the COG Collective?
I'm gonna go with the Coalition.
I think that is a wise and fine choice,
I
Nicole.
know.
It is, in fact, yes, the Coalition. Personally, kind of disappointed. I like the sound of Black Tusk Studio.
Yeah. That's where Stephen Toulouse went to work, isn't he? The ex-head of Microsoft Security.
No.
Steptoe? I
No,
thought
I
he went
think
to work for Black
Steptoe- I
Tusk in
thought
Canada.
No, I thought he went to work for like Nexus or something for the Nest. I could be wrong. But either way, Black Tusk no longer. The Coalition in. I will say this: their new logo is pretty awesome. So they have an animated version of their logo, and it's basically a circle of angular C's for the Coalition, and it's supposed to represent all the different team members of the thing. But when you pull it up as an animated logo, the logo hits up on the screen, and the wheel spins like a chainsaw, and then it comes to a stop. So it's kind of cool. But there you go. The Coalition will be making your next Gears of War game. No doubt we will hear more about this in just a few weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all hail Mark for winning that news quiz.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
hell.
Mark,
Congratulations.
for
I was
winning.
looking at Clash of Clans stuff because I have my notes on my phone.
Mark, for winning the news quiz, you do get to field the first question of our trivia from Jason Johnson,
Right.
friend of the show.
And I get
Sent
a
in-
point for the leaderboard as well, don't I?
Yes, you do, my
So I
friend.
think-
Yes,
yeah.
you do.
Good.
Yes.
That's most important.
It is most important.
Overachiever.
Yeah, total. All right, Mark. The MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena genre of games spawned from a mod of what game? Is it A, StarCraft Brood War, B, Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings, or C, Baldur's Gate, or D, Warcraft 3? MOBA, where did it come from? It was a mod from what?
I have no idea. I'll take a stab at StarCraft because that's
You want
huge
to risk a point on this one?
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No. Yeah, I'll go StarCraft.
All right, StarCraft is your answer, and that's not right. So, Kim,
Yes.
what game spawned the MOBA genre? What mod was it? Was it A or B, Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings, C, Baldur's Gate, or D, Warcraft 3?
Warcraft 3?
Kim Woods, don't you wish this question was on the news quiz? Yes, well done. Warcraft 3. All right, well, we'll push along. Kim, you're actually going to get the next question because that's the order I see on my screen. So
Okay.
Congratulations on that. Kim, here we go. What genre of game was Halo originally intended to be? Was it A, first-person shooter, B, real-time strategy, C, third-person shooter, or D, turn-based strategy?
Real-time strategy?
So here's a funny thing. This is a listener sent in news quiz, and Jason has an answer that is different than real-time strategy. But in my head, I thought it was a real-time strategy. I could be totally wrong on this. I'm going to go with Jason's answer for now, which means you're wrong, Kim. But I thought it was supposed to be a real-time strategy out on the Mac platform. I thought it was coming out.
See,
for
that's what
Apple.
I thought, but
I'm just. We'll confirm up in just a moment. Nicole,
okay.
I'm looking now.
what genre, according to Jason Johnson, was Halo originally intended to be? Was it A, first-person shooter, C, third-person shooter, or D, turn-based strategy?
Well, I don't. Just for shits and grins, we'll go with third. I don't.
Third person is correct, according to Jason Johnson. Third-person shooter it is. Yeah, I thought I saw something about it being a real-time strategy game originally, but maybe I'm incorrect on that one. Maybe.
See, I'm with you because I thought that's why they did the little Halo Wars thing.
Yeah, maybe Yeah, well, you know what? Again, there's probably thousands of people right now, or two, that are screaming at me, going "idiot." No, but and one of them might be Jason Johnson. But yeah, I really
Sorry.
thought, and maybe it was originally they thought about making it a real-time strategy, and then they elected to go third-person shooter, and then from there it morphed into a first-person shooter. Yeah, I don't know. Third-person shooter, though. I know I've seen iterations of it as a third-person shooter, so I gotta think Jason's right, and I'm just completely talking out my ass, which I do often.
Hey,
All right,
I pull answers out of my ass. You can talk out your ass. It's all good.
Yeah.
Nicole,
Yeah, third-person shooter. Yeah.
you get the last question before we get into
Yay.
back of the box. Nicole, the XCOM Enemy Unknown Slingshot DLC contained a special soldier that hailed from which country? I didn't even know this question, by the way.
Oh, goody.
Is it
All
A,
right.
China, B, Germany, C, Japan, or D, Brazil? Slingshot DLC had a special soldier that hailed from which of these countries? A, China, B, Germany, C, Japan, D, Brazil.
I want to go to Brazil.
The
Hey,
Russian
Mark.
judges score this
Brazil. We'll just go with Brazil.
Brazil. That would be incorrect. All you
Of
can
course
get in
it
Brazil
would.
is a tan and a Brazilian. Mark, Slingshot DLC contained a special soldier that hailed from China, Germany, or Japan.
No idea. I'll say China.
Well, that's a safe, good answer, Mark. China it is. Yes, China.
Are they allowed to have slingshots in that country? Just asking.
Probably not. All right, it is time for Back of the Box. This is probably the toughest part of the entire news quiz, believe it or not. Name the game based on the Back of the Box description. Here we go. Mark, you get first crack. Or fast crack. Fast crack. You get fast crack.
Fast crack!
Fast crack.
You get the crack.
Thrive in Tokyo's adult underworld. In an authentic recreation of Tokyo's Sin City district, 4 men cross paths over a beautiful woman and a dead man. Step into the world of blank and give yourself the chance to become somebody in a world of nobodies. What game is this? Jason hates you all, by the way.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
And if it's a JRPG, I've no chance of getting this. And it's probably Nintendo based.
I will confirm a couple things real quick. One,
Yeah.
it is not a JRPG. I do not believe this would be categorized as a JRPG. It is also not a Nintendo game.
The only game I can think of, which I don't think it will be because I don't think that's a plot behind it, but the only game that springs to mind is, if I can remember the name of it, I'm padding for time. What's it called now? Sleeping Dogs. That's one.
No.
I like no.
Kim.
Oh God.
No, it's not that neither.
No, definitely not that.
All right.
All right. To help out,
Thank you.
it is a...
Hang on, you got to go around everyone first before the clue.
I'm going to throw this clue out there now. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
going to help any either. It is a Japanese game.
So Sleeping Dogs.
Just dogs. I may
Yeah,
give
that
this to you. By the end of this quiz, Mark, I may just come back and give you it anyway.
Might not actually. It might be Chinese. It might be triads, might it?
I don't know, but you took my answer, so now I'm sitting there trying to think. I got nothing. I don't know. Watch Dogs. I know that's wrong, but I have no idea.
Incredibly wrong, but thank you for playing.
I don't know.
That's all right. It's okay. Sometimes you got to term, the mob, the mafia, they're all there to help you out, right?
Yeah, right.
Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
anything you might glean from any of this conversation?
Right.
It's not a JRPG. It's from Japan. We know it's not Sleeping Dogs. And we also know it's not Watch Dogs. There's no dogs in this title, by the way. That's another clue for everybody.
That's good.
Sleeping Cats.
Yes! No.
Nah,
All right.
I don't have dick.
We know this, Nicole, or at least we assumed this. All right,
Yeah.
Mark, it's coming back around to you. Here is my biggest clue.
Yeah.
You could say a. Oh man, maybe this is not a clue that Jason has given. By the way, this is just me trying to give you guys a clue.
Oh, well, that's going to help.
Double Mafia 2, and you might be close. It's a horrible clue, I think, but the chat is probably going nuts right now.
That's
All right, remember,
I don't want to cheat.
it is not a Japanese RPG. It is a Japanese game. It is not Watch Dogs. It is not Sleeping Dogs. And if you double Mafia 2, you might be close.
Well, right. Well, the other thing what comes to mind now then, obviously is 4. And the only Japanese game I can think is a PlayStation exclusive, and it's Japanese, and it's Yakuza 4.
Yes!
Oh, I can imagine Verbal Rob now screaming at his bloody iPod or whatever, or his Twitch stream
Pretty
saying,
much.
"It's bloody Yakuza!" 'Cause he loves Yakuza.
Yes. All right. We're not done yet, guys.
Oh no!
Oh,
Fast and Furious. Here we go. I have questions for each of you. Mark, you have some questions for me, by the way. So I will
Yep.
run through Kim's
Getting them
question, Mark's question, Nicole's question. You give me my question. We'll circle back around. These are for fun. Dorian, God love him, he sent us these questions. So here we go. Kim, and these are fun because they are all about other members of the podcast crew. Kim, or I should say the G4TE community. Marcanix, in 1988, Marcanix rode a camel while holding... Jesus Christ.
While holding Jesus Christ, that is amazing.
An
Holy
amazing
hell.
story. Let me try this again. In 1988, Marcanix rode a camel while on holiday in Tunisia. True or false?
I'm gonna go with true because why the hell not?
False, because Parsnip makes up shit. Mark, here we go. Christopher Matthew, we dearly miss him. Christopher Matthew went to grad school at the University of Kansas. True or false?
Ooh, I know he has got links to Kansas in Texas. Hey, I'd say that's true.
False, because
Oh, bollocks! Oh, it was Florida, wasn't it?
he's a rat bastard because it was Kansas State, not University of Kansas.
Oh.
Oh,
Trick question.
Yes, trick question indeed.
Bastard.
Nicole, Stickman has ridden over 500 miles on his bicycle this year.
Well, that's probably true. That man rides out a lot on his bike.
It is indeed true, Nicole. Well done. Yes, he bikes for beer. Burbs, as we know him, calories riding his bike so that he can drink beer. There you go.
Yep.
worthy cause.
Worthy
That
cause.
sounds like stick.
Biking for beer. All right, Kim, or sorry, Mark, my question.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Your first question is, CP, which is Christopher Matthew,
False.
was once run over by a car. Is that true or
Totally
false?
true. It's got to be true.
Yeah, it's true.
He probably
yeah.
fucking broke the car too. That dude is a moose.
Broke the car.
All right,
Have you ever
Kim.
met a moose?
I have met the moose in person. Yes, I have drank beer with the moose. Kim, at one point, Greg weighed over 240 pounds, as in me.
God, false.
True.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was like, don't look at Greg.
I've had
when
that.
Yeah, don't look at Greg. Because I'm like, oh, it's true.
Yes, no, I lost a ton of weight. I actually dropped all the way down to 160, and now I'm sitting right around 205, 210.
But it's all muscles.
Most of it's muscles, although I have a small pony keg I still carry. I like my pony
Oh,
keg.
what?
Pony keg. You guys ever pony
You
kegs?
don't have pony
Yes.
kegs?
You know, a full keg of beer, but it's a smaller version. They call them pony kegs out here.
All right.
Yeah. You guys probably call them stones or something, or drinkable.
No, they call them pints.
No, it's more than a pint, though.
I know.
I don't know
I'm
what
just
you would call it. Something Celsius. Mark. Greg once won an eating competition by devouring 14 hot dogs in 3 minutes.
Was this when you was 240 pounds? Oh, we've had these questions before. I'm talking 2-3 years ago. It's a long time ago. That rings a bell, does that? I'd say yes. True.
False. Parsnip is a rat basting leg. Bastard. Nicole. Yes, Nicole. Gary, the real deform. Gary's wife has had a session with the Long Island medium. That question makes no sense to me.
Oh,
Let me
no,
try this
it
again.
does make sense.
Okay.
She is some wackadoodle that's on TV that
Okay.
has...
The Long
Like a
Island
psychic
medium.
type
She's
thing.
a psychic
Yes.
person. Got it. This now makes
No.
sense.
Not just medium as in medium-sized clothes. She's a
I was
No.
thinking she ran into the Long Island medium on the freeway. I was like, that's a median.
No, I know who she is.
True or false? Is Gary's wife crazy?
You should hear her talk. Yowie! Oh, it's hilarious. And I'll go with yeah because I know coffee and kid.
So what did you say? I'm
God, I
sorry.
just gave myself chills. Oh, no offense to the accent, but I'll go with true. Kim, that's a
Yes.
nice picture of your neck.
Sorry, I'm
That's
looking
okay.
for my computer charger. My computer's apparently telling me it's about to die, so
It happens.
yeah.
Yes, I'm saying yes. Why not?
Yes, and it is true. Yes, Gary's wife is crazy and has had a session with the Long Island medium. She's not really crazy. We love you, Gary. All right, I'm ready for mine, Mark. I'm ready.
Yep. Your next question is: Kim Woods used to work cattle at a roping arena.
Worked cattle at a roping arena, and of course she just took herself offline. I can't see her face now to see if she's like giggling or not. I'm going to say true.
It is true. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a bit of an old farmhand there with the animals, isn't she?
Yeah. She's not afraid to handle a farm animal. Mhm.
Thanks. Thanks for a bit of meat.
Kim,
It's okay, Kim.
have-
I like snakes.
Have we lost your video feed completely, or is it just
No,
because you're?
I'll be back.
All right.
I'm just plugging the computer in, and I didn't want to, scare you all or something.
It all depends on the view you were going to give us.
That's what I know. I did the boob thing earlier before we got on air, and I'm still sorry.
And I
See the
said,
symptom of the hermit.
Thank
crab
you.
I know he was like, "It's fine."
yeah, it's good. Stay there. All right, Kim, you get a true or false question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Greg completed a marathon.
True.
False. I've never run more than 10K.
Alright.
See, and
Still.
he didn't include drinking marathon.
No, not drinking marathon, although that is the best thing to do after a marathon.
I agree. What?
Highly not recommended, apparently, by everybody else that actually runs marathons. But for me, I'm like, just drink away. Especially, I was going to say if you're in the Boston Marathon, but never mind. All right, Mark. Mike Chin has performed as a stand-up comedian.
Oof. I know he's been an extra in the IT crowd, but I don't know about being a stand-up. I think he likes to think himself as a bit of a comedian, doesn't he? Is that sort of a character?
And he
But
does
I'll
look
say-
funny.
Yeah, especially with his long hair.
Hippie.
I'd say false.
True.
Oh,
True, yes. No, Mike Chin has been a stand-up comedian, booed off stage, apparently. I don't really know that to be fact. Nicole,
Yes.
Taffman was born on the 6th of the 6th, weighing 6 pounds 6 ounces at 6:30 a.m. in maternity ward 6.
Fuck
Is
that.
true or false?
He's too nice. We'll go with false.
Yeah, but he has got ginger hair.
True.
Oh my God, you poor bastard.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
a lot of
Taff.
sixes, Taff. That's a lot of sixes.
Yes.
All right, Kim.
Yes.
Parsnip once went for a month trying to not eat foods that began with the letter P.
Oh God.
Did you say parsnip?
Parsnip.
Oh.
Anything's possible with him.
I know. I was like,
Right?
pretty much screwed there.
Oh boy. True.
Yes, the obvious answer to this is true, by the way. You probably would have been booted off the show if you got this wrong. Yeah, Parsnip does everything stupid and crazy. Yes, he told his friends he was against his beliefs, and then he spent all that time trying to they all spent all that time trying to catch him out, or I don't know, to find him out is probably the way I would have put that. But yes, he spent a month not eating foods with the letter P. There's Dorian for you. All right, Marcanix.
Yes.
We've only got 2 more questions here. So, Mark, and I think I've got one coming up. But anyway, Mark, Gary DeFelice lives in New York City. True or false?
That's false, and he lives in Long Island.
Yes, it is indeed false. He is one of those lower class scumbags that lives in Long Island. No offense to everybody else in Long Island other than Gary DeFelice.
One word, Long Island.
Long Island.
With
Yeah, you gotta say it like his wife. It's Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Start something like...
No, don't. It
All
still
right.
gives me it's nasty.
Nicole, last question for you. The Fezler designed a weapon in the latest Total Recall movie.
What?
The Fezler, community
Okay.
member, designed a weapon in the latest Total Recall movie. True or false?
I have no clue. I don't know. Sure, why not?
That's a good answer, Nicole, because Fezler, also known as Sean Farrow, is credited as a CGI artist on numerous movies, including Batman Returns. You can look him up on IMDb. So there you go.
And he's part of
Famousness.
part of the track group. He races with us with Forza and Project Cars.
Which is why you guys didn't get the question.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mark, I think I have at least one more question. Throw it
You've
at
got
me.
2 actually, but I'll throw this one at
Son of a
you.
bitch.
Mike Chin has done a parachute jump. True or false?
I believe that is false.
It is false. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, he's chicken shit.
Have you got any more, or do you want? Because I've got one more question for you.
Throw it right at me. I skipped over my turn, I think. So
Right, and this is one about our dear friend Parsnip. Parsnip used to be a typewriter salesman. Is that true or false?
it may very well be false, but I want this to be true because he just seems like a typewriter salesman. So true.
Yeah, it is actually true. Yeah, many years ago, one of his first jobs was selling Olivetti office equipment.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
He will no longer be referred to as Dorian the Blank Mage, but he will be referred to as Dorian the typewriter salesman. Awesome.
He could be a typewriting mage.
He could be a typewriting mage. There we go. I like it. All right. Enough of the news quiz. Well done. Well done, Mark, for winning the news quiz way back like an hour ago. So here's the deal. E3, it's around the corner. It's a big time for the industry. It's a big time for us as gamers. It's Christmas time. And being that it's Christmas time, we all put together Christmas wish lists sometimes and things that we want or things that we think we're going to get for Christmas. You don't hope for socks, but sometimes you're probably getting socks. You put that down on your list.
Nintendo socks.
It's because you're supposed to, right? The Sony PJs, the Nintendo socks, the Xbox underoos. Those are the things that you kind of know are coming, so you list them out. But then you have the other stuff that you really want. You have those games. So this is nothing like that. This is just our predictions. This is stuff that we think potentially is going to happen at E3. I asked everybody to submit at least one prediction for Sony, one prediction for Nintendo, one prediction for Microsoft, and one prediction for PC, because we don't want to leave our PC brothers out in the cold, because apparently they are the master race.
No, they're not.
We know this, but we have to appease them. They're divas. That's really what they are. They're PC divas.
Sun's going down.
The sun is setting.
Yeah, no, it's like glowing behind me with the lamp now.
I know. You're godlike.
I am.
So here, what we're going to do, you could have had more, potentially, if you wanted, but you had to have at least one each. So I have everybody's predictions down, so I know if you're lying. No. Really, what I want to do is we'll do a recap once E3 happens. We'll have all our predictions. We'll go through and see how close we were on some of these, or how far off we were. I'm
A long way
predicting
off.
almost all of Robin Tate's are probably completely bollocks.
I already said that I was getting fired after he read mine.
Yeah, pretty much. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a list. I'm going to go through the ones for Nintendo and Sony. Then we'll push over to Kim. I'll have you read through all of yours. Then we'll go to Nicole and then Mark. That
All right,
works?
before we do that, is the see this? Do you
See
need to
this?
get rid of that?
Oh yeah, we could get rid of that. Thank you.
I'm
you.
just,
There we
looking
go.
out for our fellow shatters.
The shatters are like, close the window. You've had it open for like an hour, asshole. Sorry,
before
guys.
Before we read my Nintendo ones out, I would just like to say, sorry, Gary Lever.
God, I want to hear yours now. All right, so here we go. I'll kickstart it off. So for Nintendo, I only had one prediction. I am predicting a new Donkey Kong Country game will be announced for 2016, and it will be hinted at, not confirmed, but hinted at that it will be compatible with the NX. So there you go. That's my Nintendo prediction. For Sony, I have 3. Sony will start their conference off with Call of Duty as a shot at Microsoft, as for the first time in a long time, they have the marketing rights deal for the game, and they will also announce all DLC first on PS4. I also am predicting Sony will announce, but not show, other than a teaser, Gran Turismo 7, and no release time frame, but we all know it's likely 2017. Sony will also, once again, not show The Last Guardian. So there you go. Those are
You've
my
thought about
predictions.
these, haven't you? My predictions are shit compared to them.
I know, right?
I take my predictions seriously, man.
Yeah.
No, not really. Wait till you see the rest of them. All right, Kim, let us have yours, please. Do you need me to read them off to you, or do you have them in front of you?
You can read them off to me.
All right.
Because I'd have to go find them.
Kim, here is what you think.
Uh-huh.
Kim,
This is where you're wrong.
wait, hold on. Kim, you say PC Half-Life 3 will be revealed. You also said for Sony, a PS4 Slim will be announced. I think that's a pretty good potential. Although, how slim can it be? It's already pretty fucking
I
thin,
know,
man.
right?
It's already pretty thin.
You need a friggin' Xbox One Slim. It's huge, that thing.
You also said, and I'm assuming what you meant by this was at the Microsoft conference, we will get the Red Dead Redemption 2 announcement.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I came up with nothing else. So.
That's perfectly acceptable. So Red Dead Redemption 2 gets announced, and probably some kind of DLC deal at the Microsoft conference. Now I'm just putting words in your mouth. And then you said for Nintendo, and this was a shocker, a Mario Brothers game. A Mario Brothers game announced because they don't release basically anything other than
Anything
Mario
else.
Brothers games every other year.
That was pretty close to
A new
mine.
Mario Brothers game announced. I think that's a fairly safe bet. But it
thought
has
so.
to be a new one. Now remember,
Exactly. Yeah.
we know they have Mario Brother Maker already announced, so that doesn't count. So it has to be a new Mario Brothers game.
Alrighty.
All right. We're clear as mud on that. Nicole, would you like me to read you what you thought, or do you want to read to me what you thought?
I think it'd actually be funnier if you read it.
All right. Nicole, I will try and put all of your nuances into this, by
I know,
the way.
because I'm like, I have it right here, just in case.
Microsoft will announce Gears of War Coalition Collection. Yes, I named that shit. It said we'll get Gears of War 1 through 3, not including Judgment, as it was pretty much complete crap and no one wants it. They will also show a little Gears of War 4 teaser, because this gal likes to be teased like that. A series of ha 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 ha. I'm kidding, not really. Yes, maybe, no, kind of. Yes, I took my sarcasm meds. I really did. Sony, they will finally, in big capital letters, finally let you change your username. I don't think so, Tim. Um,
I know. But you said
everybody
it was on
wants
the
it.
wish list.
I know it is. Everybody wants it. You would think maybe they will. Maybe it would be a nice win. They don't have anything else to announce.
Right?
Nintendo. No one cares. It's Nintendo. That's specifically for you, Gary. Some more stupid special amiibo, perhaps. Absolutely. I think you're spot on with that, by the way. They will have amiibos up the wazoo. Another game where there is no chat capability in order to organize team play in a team-oriented game. They want to protect our sensitive ears. They want to protect our sensitive ears, Nicole. And they want to keep us very innocent. But, speaking of Splatoon, and that's kind of the shot at Splatoon, apparently lots of people like that game. I wonder if they would like it more or less if it actually had chat.
I'm laughing at the chat right now.
Oh, you should be. All right, PC gamers, Hirsky says, I don't know. So there's so much crap for a PC that they all will do is... I'm killing your announcement now, Nicole. I apologize.
Yeah.
For a PC that all they will do is announce they are flooding the market with more crap to confuse people and make it harder to get into PC gaming. Steam is bringing out their Steam machines. Does it do floors? Oh, aren't you cute?
I lied about taking the sarcasm pill.
Yeah.
I didn't take it.
Now, gaming related on the PC front, she did say Left 4 Dead 4 will be announced. New city, new characters, same sarcasm and fun, with a few new interesting zombie types.
What happened to Left 4 Dead 3?
Well, Mark, see, we don't talk about that. That is the stepchild that was buried before, and so Left 4 Dead 4.
I did type 4, didn't I?
Yes, you
3.
did, yeah. And I read it
meant
out
3.
right like I was supposed to.
I meant 3. I did type
One,
See?
because I
two,
said I was
four.
doing Left 4 Dead, so
Yeah,
yeah.
but see,
I-
Nicole,
Been in Alabama too long.
Nicole, I'm with you. I see your brilliance here. I see your brilliance. Left 4 Dead 4, nobody would see it coming. It would be a
Nobody
totally surprise. All right, let us move on. Mark,
Yes.
would you like me to read out your thoughts, or would you like to read out your thoughts?
Oh, I'll do them. You've been reading too much.
Thank you for that.
What do you want first?
I
Microsoft?
want you to do whatever you think, whatever comes
Alright.
to mind.
Microsoft, these are all crap. I didn't really think about these, but I put Halo Reach will be announced and will be free to existing Master Chief Collection owners, similar to what ODST was. And obviously, it'll be for sale for those who didn't play Master Chief Collection initially.
So that's an interesting, that's actually an interesting one because a lot of people have speculated that Reach is probably in the shoot already, being made.
Yeah.
That ODST got made in very quick
'Cause-
turnaround, so it
Yeah.
had to have been being made beforehand. I don't know if I buy into that or not, but certainly now that they've opened the door with ODST, maybe they do bring out Reach.
I hope they do, because I liked Reach.
I have a hard time seeing them at this point giving away Reach, but I could see them offering it up for $5, which virtually would be giving
Yeah.
it away.
Yeah. Or they could even offer it to those who pre-order Halo 5. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
My Sony one's absolutely crap as well. It's so obvious. The Last Guardian will finally be confirmed, unlike you, Greg, with a release date of Q1 2016.
So now, is this really obvious? Because they have not announced anything for it in 10 years practically.
Well, no,
so
when I say obvious, I mean every year we always say, "Oh, Last Guardian's going to be announced." We've been saying it for the past 7 or 8 years, haven't we? But it's going to be a PS4 exclusive as well.
I mean, if they made that
Absolutely.
PS3, that would be like
Yeah.
that would be the biggest news of all because PS4 owners would go apeshit.
Yeah.
But actually, what would happen there is they would do kind of what they did with The Last of Us. They'd release it on PS3 and say, "Oh, this is hey, this is our last big PS3 game, and we're giving it to you on PS3. It's the only place you can get it." So every PS4 owner would be bringing out their PS3. They'd rehook it up, dust it off. They'd play it, and then in about 6 months' time, Sony would turn around and say, "Okay, and now The Last Guardian is available for PS4, remastered HD." So,
HDD'd.
yes.
It's not just them that's done it though. Gearbox did it with Borderlands, didn't they?
Oh,
Pre-sequel.
totally. Yeah, that was egregious, and everybody gave them a pass for it. I was like,
Because they said you could only buy it on the last gen.
I know. And so we all bought it. Everybody bought it, and then
after
they're
it
like,
sat right up there.
and then they're like, oh yeah, we like money. Guess what? You can buy it on next gen.
Yeah, and it was like,
Yeah.
no, I don't know about pre-sequel actually, but they've patched Borderlands 2 as well, by the way. So
Which is
I've
good.
not tried it yet, but they've patched it.
Okay.
I've got for Nintendo, I've got they will announce at least one game to release in 2015.
So an unannounced game.
They will announce a game to come out sometime this year.
All right. Okay.
Because the games have been a bit rare lately.
That's putting it nicely. And typically they don't announce games for this year. It's like they announce stuff for like years out. I mean, when's the last time they announced something that actually made it out that holiday? I honestly can't recall.
I don't know because I rarely watch the Nintendo press
Yeah.
conference.
Right.
I've not much interest in it. I'm sorry for all those who love Nintendo, but it's just not for me.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this last one because I think this
PC.
is bollocks.
Yeah. No, this is true. This will definitely happen. Mark my words. And it's loosely related to PCs. It's a bit of a grasping the daggers. Greg Delacy will buy a gaming PC just so he can play XCOM 2.
So here's the
And you
funny
will.
thing about that,
You will.
Mark. Here's the funny thing about that.
You've already ordered it.
No, I actually have a I won't call it new PC, but a relatively new PC. It wasn't geared towards gaming.
Oh yeah, your other one blew up, didn't it? You
Yeah,
coughed.
so the other one died, and I just wanted to pick something up specifically for doing the podcast stuff. So
All right,
here's
I'll
the
rephrase
deal.
that.
Here's
you
the
will
deal.
buy a new PC or totally upgrade it to run XCOM 2.
There you go. Yeah, I may go out and have to get a graphics card if I can't, for some reason, run XCOM 2 on my PC.
And memory and a processor. And a
I've
hard
already
drive.
done the memory. I've already upgraded the memory. I've cracked that egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Those are our predictions for E3. They're all totally coming true, man. Totally coming true. Thank you, Nicole.
Exactly.
Um, all right.
What did I do?
I'm just playing around with you. Just having a little
I'm
fun.
I'm scrolling through the show notes,
you
so
just
I'm not
adjusted.
paying attention.
You-
Oh. Oh, shit. There.
All right. Here we go. Let's get into new releases for next week. Nicole,
Yes.
take us there.
All right. So for June 6th through the 12th, The Elder Scrolls Online, Xbox One, PS4 on the 9th. Operation Abyss, New Tokyo Legacy for the Vita. What the hell is that?
I know it's the irony here. It's New Tokyo Legacy for a device that Sony came out and called Legacy Hardware like 2 weeks ago. So there you go. Sorry,
Yay.
we're talking about Operation Abyss. Was it? It was
Sure,
Andrew House, I believe, came out and said that the PS Vita was now Legacy Hardware, and there's a Legacy game. I'm stalling to try and give you time to figure out how to say Colat.
No, I was good with Collide.
All right.
On the PC, June 10th. Oh my god. Really? Dr. Mario Miracle Cure 3DS, June 11th. There is nothing that Dr. Mario can cure for me. Thank you. Lego Jurassic World. Greg, move your thingy. Xbox One, 360, PlayStation 4, 3, Wii U, Wii, 3DS, Vita, and PC on the 12th. Your little purple thingy.
Look, lady,
It's like a
I
question
put
now.
my purple thingy where I goddamn well please, okay?
What is that little thing called?
Yeah, I believe it's called a cursor.
Cursor.
Yeah, but it says his name.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just it's the Google Docs cursor.
Okay, we'll go with
And
that.
my
Yeah.
cursor happens to be a purple thingy. Okay?
Today it is, yeah. Sometimes it's never mind. Anyway, so that's all of the releases coming up through June 12th.
Thank you for that.
You're quite
All
welcome.
right. Kim,
Yes.
I hear there is something exciting that is happening on Wednesday night.
Uh, well, it seems to be exciting for some people. Yeah, we I now have a lousy at gaming FIFA night.
All right.
So if you have, was it six? Is it 16 or
Not yet.
15.
Well,
FIFA 15. 16 is not
15.
here
Yes. All right.
I'm
Yeah,
playing pro clubs as well, so
Yes.
I've got a team together with pro clubs.
yet. Okay. All right.
That's it.
Kim, here's a question. When FIFA 16 comes out, are you jumping on board? Are you going to like don the women team and just be like kicking Gary's ass?
Sure.
All right. Okay.
I'll
He's
give
probably
it a
going
go.
to try and play as the Broncos in FIFA, by the way. Just saying.
Probably.
I know. All right. Moving on. Mark, let's get
Yes.
into the thick of it. Gamerscore challenge. Holy smokes,
Yep.
it has gone crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're on week 5, past the halfway point now, and we've got distinct leaders who are completely running away with it. On the Xbox, in third place, we've got our very own Bongo Vasen, who's currently on an increase of 9,275 Gamerscore.
Right?
In second place, we've got, begins with a P, drum roll. It's
Peggle?
PG
News,
Tips.
Yes.
Nice,
All
PG
right.
Tips.
Nice.
PG Tip 77 with 18,081
How is he not in
Increase.
first?
in 5 weeks, because we've got this insane person who we dearly love as Parsnip knows,
Right.
who has got an increase of 21,545 gamer score in 5 weeks.
Right.
Kim, what do you call that?
What? I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention.
I was waiting for the overachiever.
Oh.
Overachiever or gaming whore.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think that would be more suitable than overachiever, because
Yes.
holy cow.
I would just like to point out, I'm going to give away some of his secrets right now. Fast and Furious. They gave it away on both the 360 and the Xbox One. You get achievement points for both versions. So if you have both versions downloaded, there you go.
Easy 2,000. Well,
Yep.
I got 1,000 on the Xbox One version. I never got it on the 360. I never thought, and you have to pay for it now. So I ain't doing
I
that.
hate having to pay for it.
Yeah. But yeah, Parsnips set himself a goal right at the beginning of his competition. He wants to beat the current record, which is held by it's a zombie duck, and it's just over 24,000 in 2 month period.
How much time left does he have?
There's 3 weeks left, so he's well on track.
He's totally going to
Well
look
on
it up.
track,
He's not
yeah.
going to make it.
I'll just keep holding down the bottom. I'm good with that.
10 points short. I predict it now.
On the PlayStation, in third place, we've currently got Recruit B10, whose combined trophy value has increased by 10,140 points.
All right.
In second place, our favourite Sony fanboy from the VG community, Tuscan77, with 14,805 points. He's
Nice.
been spamming that PlayStation Now beater for all these extra trophies. He's got loads. But, and he's done well to catch him up. He's decreased the lead a lot, but still out in front is Night Owl 1980, who's mainly from the Gamer Kitten community, one of the main people there, Paul. And he's got an increase of 17,910 points.
That is insane.
Yeah, the number of trophies they've got. I'll put some like major stats up at the end of it all on the forums, but the
That'll be
number of
fun to
trophies
watch.
these two guys have got is unbelievable. They've got like literally hundreds and hundreds of trophies, bronze and silvers, and I know Tuscan's got about 4 or 5 platinums just in the past few weeks. So,
The amount
yeah,
of
unbelievable.
child labor that they have, hired to do all this is amazing.
Yeah, and I just want to give out an apology to everyone who's been looking on the forums for last week's results. I never got round to doing them. Sorry, I've just been so busy.
He was getting a
But I
haircut.
will. Yeah.
That's important.
There's been a lot of things, but I've been ill in that. So I'll definitely get the results up this weekend for this week. So I'll get them posted up on Facebook and.
As long
on the
as you get the final scores right, Mike, I
Yeah.
don't think everybody's going to care too much.
Yeah. So that's the Gamer Score update.
All right.
We've got some other things going on, haven't we, Greg?
We do. We do, in fact, have Minecraft. That's still a thing that people apparently like to do. They like to bury people into houses and all that kind of stuff. So, Nicole, I know you have been perusing the PS4 server for Minecraft. We also have it on the Xbox One. Is it Wobbly Bob? Is that how they have
Yeah,
to?
Wobbly Bob.
Well, no, actually, we've got it working now on the. There's a gamer tag called G4TE
Oh,
dash
right.
Minecraft, and that's the gamer tag you need on your friends list.
Okay,
Yes.
G4TE.
very true.
All right. Okay.
See, I don't even pay attention to
Is that
where
as
I
well
go.
for the Xbox One and PS4?
Yeah, I think on Xbox One it's G4TE and then a space and then Minecraft. But
Okay.
on the PS4 you're not allowed spaces in the name,
Got it.
so there's like a dash takeaway sign.
Right. So block G4TE Minecraft. Gotcha. Okay.
Lock.
All right, Clan Wars update. Let's get the lowdown. What is going on? Because 3 losses in a row. You guys were prepping to fight a Spanish team that I can't say apparently.
Valladolid.
Valladolid.
Yes.
And what happened, Nicole? What happened in Clash of Clans?
We actually won that one.
You actually won. Turned it around. Jade Archer proved her worthiness.
So yeah, we had 61 stars and they had 57.
Tight game.
Honestly, though, that was a tough battle. That one.
Down to the
Did
wire.
Fu turn up this time?
Who?
Fu. You know,
No,
dethroned leader, fallen
Has he
from
got-
grace.
He kicks out completely.
no, we didn't kick him out.
Did he show up?
He didn't show up last time, did he?
I don't know.
Hmm.
And then we played Senju, and unfortunately, which is funny because their little flag thing is the same as ours, the little shield, just different colors. But we lost.
Damn it.
58-64. I know. And we are...
Did Fumu show up for that one? He didn't,
I'm going to
did he?
go with maybe.
I'm going to say no. Yeah, uh-huh. He's lost. I think you should just kick him out. Complete the mutiny.
And is it Boys Gone Bad? Is that the new one we're playing?
Yeah, something like
Gone
that.
Bad. Something's gone bad and they can't spell because they put G-O-N instead of G-O-N-E. So that's probably we're going to kick the asses of a bunch of 12-year-old boys.
I'm okay with that.
So am I.
Some women to go to prison for that. You guys will do that legally.
Fumu's just put in the chat, I have only ever missed one war.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The one that mattered.
The one time. All right. Thank you for the update. Is there any Boom Beach business we need to talk about, or is that just kind of in the background at this point?
Well, look, my snake. We are. I know that stupid snake.
You know, if I said that, I would be in a lot of trouble.
But mine's an actual snake.
I've heard
Oh.
many women tell me the same thing.
Now, yours also isn't 2 feet long.
True.
For Boom Beach, it plays out a little different, so I have to be a certain level in order to have more than 5 people in
Okay.
the task force.
All right.
So currently I'm level 21 or 2. What did I say, Mark? 21,
21,
22?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, and I need to level up some more. My headquarters is only a 10. It needs to be like a 15 or
Damn it,
some
Nicole.
shit. I know.
Get your shit together. If you're going to have a mutiny, you got to do it right. You got to be set up. You got to be prepared.
Hey, I was busting my butt, but we have Scott's Tebbies in there,
Okay.
and him and I are pretty neck and neck. I'm trying to stay on his heels because he came in. He'd already been playing way before me, so I'm almost caught up to him.
All right. Okay.
And then Gaming with Cass is in there, Jade, and myself and Defoe.
Gary.
Yes.
All right.
And I've got notification saying my radar's just upgraded to level 4.
Yay.
Radar upgraded
But I
is a
can't
good
join the
thing.
task force yet because Nicole's slacking. She hasn't got the headquarters up and running
You
yet.
can
Like I
kiss my
said.
slacking ass.
Proper mutiny, apparently. All right. Let us talk golf club. The golf club challenge continues on. Last week, Mark, we had the challenge number 17.
Yes.
Paul Taffman, he picked out the course because Manny Calavera was away at work, so he couldn't pick the course, and Paul was in second, so he said, hey, pick it for me, which Paul in turn picked Pitch and Putt Hampton, which turned out to be quite a fun little course. All basically par threes, all under 120 yards in distance. So it turned out to be a very high-scoring event for the most part. And Mark, I'm going to let you read through the scores that we had, and then you can give us the next challenge, Mark. That's I want you to read off that one.
So on PS4, we have Dave 150771, which is Dave Tripney. He got a -2. By the way, all these scores are all in the negatives, so they're all superb scores. We've got Real Kahuna with a -16. We've got Ian the Chad from Down Under with a -17. And Robbie Manny Calavera with -19. Even, mind you, these are non-handicap ones, aren't they?
Exactly.
So
this was unhandicapped. That means he had to have at least on one of those holes got a hole in one.
I believe
Just
you.
let that sink in.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm going to let you
on
do all
the-
of them, Mark. All of them.
Yeah.
I'm busy
On the
texting. I have no time for the show.
On the Xbox One, we've got David the Alien with a -2. The Caretaker 61 with a -6. We've got Filthy with a -6. The Taffman with a -12. A name what Greg can never get right is Quidjibo Jones with a -12.
That's exactly how I say it every time.
Yeah.
In your dreams.
Do that, Jones.
Step J with a -15. We've got Murphy's Law with -16. And TMG Cerberus with a -17.
Yes.
And on the PCs, we haven't got any scores because Defoe's rubbish.
You know, it really is the truth when we say that Gary DeFelice, the real Defoe, is rubbish. That was a fun course. So, Mark, talk to me. What's going on with the next course?
The next course is to be announced because some idiot forgot to contact Manny Calavera and ask him what course he wanted. That idiot being myself.
For shame, for shame.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
I got sidetracked and
Yeah,
forgot
we
to ask
do
him.
get a little sidetracked once in a while. If he
So what do we do?
responds to me,
Pick one now or...
well, if he responds to me by end of show, we'll post up the next one and say it on air. If not, we will we'll just post it up. But look for it, OC X Gen Challenge 18. That's how you find it. So just type that into your search box under the golf club, OC X Gen Challenge 18. On PS4, you want to be friends with you, Marcanix. That's with an X at the end, by the way. You want to be friends with Murphy's Law on the Xbox One. And if you are one of these PC, I was going to say PS elitists, PC elitists, the PC divas, I think that's how we will commonly refer to them now. No Master Race, the PC
Love
divas. You want to be friends with the real Defoe. And Gary will ignore you and never tell you what you got on the scores. So there you go.
But as a backup plan, I've got this prepared a long time ago. We've got one of the second place people, Ian the Chapstick,
Okay.
who will try pick another course before the end of the show, hopefully.
I think
He's
that
looking
is
now.
an excellent idea. That is an excellent idea.
So if Robbie doesn't contact you via text,
I
I'll
think
choose
Robbie's
whatever-
asleep at this point. So
Yeah, I'll choose
He
whatever
works
Ian
nights.
picks. So Ian, please save me.
No, he works nights, so it's quite possible he's up, but at work.
also true. So if Ian would be so kind, that would be fantastic. In the meantime, we will talk about We Are Epic, which is our Facebook thing. It's a Facebook thing. We love Facebook, apparently. I say that apparently because a lot of us actually stay on Facebook a lot. But we have this area on our Facebook page, We Are Epic, where we basically encourage everybody to produce 30-second videos and post them onto our Facebook page. And at the end of some long-awaited time, which is going to be like June 30th, I believe, you could win something, as in like points and prize points for Steam or PSN or Xbox Live, depending on what you want. All you have to do is post up a video. It will be judged and scrutinized like relentlessly by our esteemed panel of judges of Parsnip, and Robin. I think that's how that goes. But yes, so they are looking at the videos. They're trying to pick out what they feel is the best representation of We Are Epic. And we have some new ones on there. Batch threw out a nice FIFA goal from FIFA 15. Kim Woods, some chick named Kim Woods, she posted up playing The Witcher 3, probably blowing herself up.
Yeah, it's a barrel one.
Yeah.
Might have. A little bit.
It's like a barrel of monkeys. And Parsnip trying to toot his own horn, showing us how great it is to drive a tractor. Really, Parsnip? A tractor. All right. May Forza Hot Lap Challenge has come to a close, and we can congratulate Cerberus, TMG Cerberus. He took the top spot. Real Kahuna came in second. Rengod Zippo in number 3. And that guy, Parsnip Nose 3000, came in fourth because apparently he was racing a tractor. We also have going on now the June Project Cars X-Gen Hot Lap Challenge.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that a lot of people are enjoying. If you want to participate, you can go to the forum threads on G4TE or send off a tweet to Ian, who is at Gonzo_FK. And there are some specifics to this Hot Lap Challenge. You have to basically be in the car Radical SR3-RS. The tune is any tune you want. And the track is Oatland?
Oulton Park.
Oulton Park.
Oulton Park Island.
Oulton Park
Yeah.
Island. Unfamiliar
And this
to me,
is on
but that's okay.
Yeah, you need to do this on time trial, so I don't think you can actually tune them. We're not 100% sure because obviously it's a new game and we're just getting the hang of these. But yeah, you just take a picture of your final time. You just pause the game after you've done so many laps, and then tweet your times to Ian or post it in the forums.
Okay.
We've got some winners for May as well for the last one.
Yeah. Well, read away.
In third place, we've got Orty with a time of 1 minute 2 seconds 962. In second place, we've Gonzo with 1:02.788, and the winner is Robbie, who wins at every bloody thing he
I
does.
was just gonna say I've never heard of this guy before.
Yeah.
John Rambo 4. Who's that?
J Rambo 4. Yep. 1 minute 2:448. So between third and first, it was less than half a second there. It's unbelievable.
That's nuts.
So it's really good.
Wow.
And that was on Hockenheim short with the BMW Group 5, that one. Yeah, crack on with the June one now. Good luck. I'm
Crack
sure
on with the June one.
Parsnip's going to post up a June Forza one as well soon.
He
just
may.
check out
He
Hot
may.
Lap.
I think we actually are putting the Forza on hiatus right now.
Oh, right,
Project
okay,
Cars
yeah.
really kind of it's taken over as the car racer everybody wants to play right now since it's the new hotness. So we'll put Forza on the back burner for a little while. Victories achieved. This is another contest we're running. So similar to the We Are Epic contest, except for this one, you just basically get an entry ticket every time you finish a game. So you complete a game, you take a selfie with your cell phone. It's one of these things. You just go, but make sure you have the game in the background behind you.
With the credits.
Or the
to
credits.
prove it.
Something, yeah, it's loose.
Of
proof. I mean,
achievement.
you know, we
Of a
can.
trophy.
We have people. We have ways of finding out. But basically, you complete the game. We want you to take a picture of yourself and maybe the game in the background. Tweet it to @OC. Sorry. There was almost going to be a faux pas. You want to tweet it to @G4TE.com. Spell the dot. That's the important part. Spell the dot. So tweet it @G4TE.com. Say victory achieved. Tell us the game you just beat. And, of course, the selfie picture included. And you get entered into a contest that is running through, I think, June? If I remember correctly, Mark?
May
can you
1st
confirm?
through July 31st is what
I
it
meant to
says.
say July 31st. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So
I
once
know what
it's-
you meant.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I mean right now, Nicole?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Anyway, so throw those entries in. You'll get entered in to win, again, a nice little gift card of $20 US or 15 British pounds sterling. Remember, it's simple math, just -5. For PSN, Xbox Live, or Steam. And in with these fine folk, Adamski86 finished Murder Soul Suspect, PG Tips 77, Halo 3 ODST. And I just want to point out, just because there's these people with multiple entries, don't think that they, are somehow guaranteed to win. It just takes one entry to win. That's, it's happened before. People have just completed the game one time. They entered in, they won. Roberto UK 73 finished Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Bongo the Sane, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Pixel Theater finished Dragon Age Inquisition. Adamski 86 finished Halo 3 ODST. Parsnip Nose finished a bunch of games. I'm not going to list them all out. And in fact, we might just delete them out just on the sake of deleting them out. Then we've got Nowayanda Jeet. Am I saying that right? I don't know. But Avatar: The Burning Earth. I almost want to
Now,
say
did they
shame
finish
on
the
them.
game, or did we just get 1,000 points? 'Cause
Yeah, I
you
want
can
to
get
say
1,000 points in 10 minutes.
that is a gamer score whoring moment right there. Piltry finished Forza Horizon 2. Steffi Biz finished Bloodborne. Well done there. Chinny 1985 finished Max the Curse of the Brotherhood. Fantastic game. Teflon 12 finished Halo 2 Master Chief Collection. And that is all. So well done to everybody except for Parsnip Nose for finishing all those games. Remember, victories achieved. Send it over to @g4te.com, spell the dot, and you'll get entered in. All right, we are at that time. It is closing notes. We want to thank everybody for joining the show this week and being part of the conversation. If you are listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, please leave us a review. We have a number of reviews, but we can always stand to use more. And of course, if you want to listen in live, it's super easy. Just every Friday, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. Thank you, Nicole, again. live.g4te.com. That's all you got to do. Type that into your browser, live.g4te.com, and it magically transports you to our Twitch page, which you should see our smiling faces right about now. Mm-hmm. We do have a speak pipe. We've been threatened that people might use it someday. So if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. sp.g4te.com. You can email the show, just like Dorian, our funny friend, and Mr. Jason Johnson did. Podcast@g4te.com. That's the email. Send us trivia. We love trivia. Even if it's silly, wacky, crazy trivia, it's always fun for us. You can tweet the show @OC_podcast. We're pretty active on the Twitters. I guess I'm kind of active on the Twitters. But I often mistakenly respond for the podcast, even though it's myself. So if you see some crazy football tweets on our podcast Twitter feed, just know it's me. It's me being crazy. We have a Facebook group, because that's what we do. We have Facebook's things. fb.g4te.com. That's our Facebook group. I make fun of the Facebook group, but apparently it's grown quite large, Mark.
Yes. What, the Facebook group?
Oh, yeah.
Not going there. You can't drag me into that one.
It's really popular in there. I'm surprised, really. It's really taken off. I never really used to do Facebook much. I just tagged onto my wife's account, but yeah, I check it every day now.
Yeah.
I didn't used to do, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I know some people are on there constantly 24/7.
Stalking.
What?
Stalkers.
Every time you post something, the first person to give it a like or something, it's always Kim. She must have a room full of computer screens and Minority Report in the house.
I'm actually a hacker, so yes.
Yeah.
Hacker or stalker?
Well,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
one of another,
All right. If you are a PC gamer and a PC diva, once in a while you'd like to save some money, and we do have a 20% voucher you can get via Green Man Gaming. So just type in gmg.g4te.com in your browser, and again, magically you'll be transported to a page where you get a 20% voucher, and you can save some money on some games. We do have a donation page for our prize fund. So all these great prizes we give away, they don't come free. We don't require any payment forms from anybody, but certainly if you ever feel generous, you have a couple, $5 sitting around, you're going to go to Taco Bell, or you could donate it. Go to Taco Bell and then take the change and donate that. And really, that's pretty much it. So let's do some shout-outs and get out of here. Let's start with Kim.
I just want to thank you guys for, getting me on here. I'm kind of actually a little shocked, but,
I didn't want you on, Kim.
I knew it! I knew it!
We ganged
I
up
did.
on him, didn't we, Nicole?
Yes. Oh, and I forget. Kim, she is green around the ears. She's a little new. So, Kim, in the shout outs, you give your shout outs and then you pass it over to somebody else.
All right.
It's like football.
Nicole, on to you.
All right. So now that in the UK, I guess it's officially after midnight because it's
Yes.
1 a.m. there.
Yes, it's
So-
1 a.m., yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday to the Taft Man because it's 6 at 1 a.m. So, hey. And